I know, and that's fun, he said, and turned to the water. It took a step, but I pulled myself back, trying to save myself from that cold waves of water coming to me. He chuckled, and I moved back and tried to free my hand from him, who was pulling me to the water. Don't come, he said, and I shook my head. No, I said, and freed my hand. He turned and raised his eyebrow. I look at him and I understand what he was going to do. No, I shout and run with giggles as I feel him chasing me. Theon, he chuckled, while running behind me. I was trying to save myself from him. A dress was disturbing me in running away, and he was coming closer, making me giggle more. Got you. He held me from behind, and I laughed at the same time. My feet were tangled with my dress, making both of us lose our balance. I said, as I fall on the wet sand, taking Jungkook's on top of me. As I opened my eyes, his deep eyes were in front of me. I forget to blink. In this coldness, my body started heated up with his closeness. I can see how cold he was. His nose, his cheeks were red, and his lips were light blue due to the cold. I was sure mine was the same. It didn't move back, but freeze on top of me. I always come here to feel this coldness. Every time I came here to feel this of water, I was alone, but for now, I want you to be my companion in this craziness, he said, while his thumb were running on my cheeks, warming it. When water touches your feet, the sensation with cold of water creates your body to feel alive at that moment, he said, and I smiled. I know you must be thinking that why I do this, because it's gives me happiness, and I want you to be a part of my happiness, he said, and I blinked, telling him that I'll be with him. He moved aside, and I sat up. My back was raised with cold wind. I was looking down, not moving, not saying anything. I saw a hand in front of me, and I smiled holding it. I know it would be. As he stopped a few inches far away, his hand started cleaning my hair with his finger. My heart was beating as hell. What was happening to me? I was not able to understand, but all the day to now, my body feels so much sensation on his closeness, and the best of my heartbeats increase every time he come closer to me. Shall we? He asked, and I looked at the water. I nodded it much and smiled. As we reached near the water, I held his arm tightly and looked at the wave coming to us. This is crazy, I said, while shivering with cold. He laughed, looking at me, and put his hand on mine, which was holding his arm tightly. You know, this is the third time you have held my arm like this since morning, he whispered in my ear. I blushed and was about to take my hand back, but he held them and shook it in negative. I like it. Your touch things my heart. His confession make me shy, and I looked down. Come, water is waiting for us, he said, and took a step ahead. I just held him more tightly, which made him laugh. He just kept moving closer to the water, and I was scared to feel that coldness of water. Jungkook, this is really stupid thing, I said, and going closer. Who's scared when it gives you happiness? He shouted with joy. I almost shouted, and my feet touched with that. Whoa, easy, Jungkook said, and taking a more step in water. This is freezing. I said with much difficulty as the cold water was freezing me and my teeth once again started chattering. God, this is. Jungkook said and laughed. I turned to him. His face was glowing with happiness. I was still holding him tightly, and his other hand was still there, on my hand, holding them. We both were shivering. Our hair were moving with every stalk of air. Every wave of water would touch our feet, and we were like stupid. kept moving until the water was about our ankles. Wow, this is life. He shouted and turned to me. Yeah, but freezing life, I said and giggled on my own word. Your nose is so red, he said and turned to me but still keeping his hand on mine around his arm. So is yours. I replied and chuckled. Leaning down to the water, he splashed some water on me, making me jump on my place. Jungkook, I shouted and ran, and then he started to chasing me. While running in the water, completely lost in over this one, an adventure. Stop, please, I said while stopping. I was panting due to the coldness, and my throat got dry with my lips. I saw him panting too. He was just stopped in front of me, taking a step closer to me. He looked directly in my eyes. You know, you made my day memorable, he said while pushing my hair back to my face. Can we dance again? He said while placing his hand in front of me. I hesitated first, but then I slowly gave my hand in his. As he took my hand, he pulled me completely to him. I collided with his chest, and his arm encircled around my waist. He started moving, and with his, my feet also started moving. Are you sure? You're still feeling cold? He asked, but pulled me more closer to him. My eyes were lowered down with shyness, and I really, about this moment, I was not feeling cold. I was heated up. His eyes were making my heart flutter, and his touch, his finger playing with my hair, and this fells around me, making me feel so awesome. We should go now, I said, insisted of answering him. Okay, he said, and slowly removed his arms around me, and I saw him taking a step back looking at from me. Is he angry? I thought, and smiled on the thought to come in my mind. Jungkook, I called him. As he turned, I leaned down and splashed on water on his face and ran. Theon, he yelled, and I ran more faster as I felt him coming behind me. I felt an arm around me and I yelled. It pained me and made me face him. I looked at him, who was breathing heavily, as I was. We both were keep looking at each other without any word. His hand would cup my face, and my heart was jumping. His thumb started carrying my face, and I was just looking at him. My breath was start giving ragged. Theon, he said, and my heart was going crazy. On the way, he was calling me. Before he could say something, his mobile rang, and we both came to our senses. I slowly moved back and take my hand down from his shoulder. He picked his call. Yes, Mom, we are coming, he said and looked at me. I looked away and wrapped my arms around me to keep myself warm as the air was passing through my body, making me tremble with cold. Come, he said and I nodded. We both started walking back to the car. Our hands were touching, and I really wanted to hold his hand, as it became my habit. I was amazed yesterday with him, and without holding his hand, I was not liking to walk, my heart jumping in my ribcage when he slowly held my hand, and I didn't protest and hold his hand back. Silence, and we were nothing else. Sometimes words are not important. As we went near the car, he unlocked it, and we hopped in. Turned on the heater of the car. He turned to me. Wear this. You're shivering, he said, and spreading his coat around me. As then I caught on it. His hands were trembling due to the cold. I smiled on his craziness. Who can say this? A successful businessman. John Jungkook can do this. It was really crazy. We drove back home. I was rubbing my hand together to warm it. But I was already feeling so cold that I was freezing at my spot. We'll be home soon, he said, and I nodded. Mahak, where are they? Mahak was worried, and John smiled. Relax. It's their day. They're newlywed. Must be enjoying each other. John said, and she nodded. But it's going to be 2 in the morning, Mahak said, and John laughed. Mahak, you're taking it over. Relax, he said, and then they're coming. John said, and Mahak signed. All of the family members would go to sleep, but only Mehak and John and their naughty kids were waiting for Jungkook and Taeyong. Mom, I think we should sleep. It was J-Hope who said while yelling, Son, you sleep. Mehak said and he nodded while resting his head on his mother's lap and closed his eyes. Meg smiled and started running her finger in her hair. Namjoon smiled while Jimin and you giggle look at his sleepy face of J-Hope. Everyone know that he was so close to his mother, and Mehak to love him so much. A car horn made J-Hope jump and run out. He knew that his brother is arrived, and Meg smiled on his craziness